In episode 2 of Film Study, I sat down with Fred Payne, who is one of the top players from Louisiana in the class of 2023. This offseason, Fred transferred to Sunrise Christian in Kansas to take his game to another level. I first encountered Fred while watching a tournament 2 years ago and knew the rising freshman had a shot to be special. His ability to get to the basket, finish in traffic, knock down both mid-range and deep three-pointers, paired with his competitive spirit and defensive intensity, make him an intriguing prospect to keep your eyes on. Excited to continue to watch Fred grow and develop and see what the transition from local high school basketball to national powerhouse Sunrise Christian can do for his game moving forward. You know, I heard your name buzzing quite a bit. I was looking forward to seeing you, play over the summer, and obviously, the circuit wasn't going this year. Talk to me a little bit about the decision that you made to transition from Louisiana up to Sunrise.
I wanted competition, like real competition. If I wanted to be like the best and like reach my goals, I gotta compete with like the better players and stuff. So like playing against Arcadia every day and doing regular stuff like that, like just because I was ranked in Louisiana and doing all that's not nothing towards like being ranked in the real world, like upper hand in class. And so yeah, I was like, I wanted to go at people like ahead of me and stuff.
Your goal playing in Louisiana was you want to be on that national stage, you want to compete on that national stage and be considered one of the best in the nation. And talk to me a little bit about the growth and development of your game since you've been at Sunrise.
I done got bigger. I mean, like I've been in the weight room lately every day. I done got ball handling and better. I know how to read defenders. I know how to play. It's a lot of stuff that help me with. I mean, it's small details that coach look out for. Because it's really like a college, like, and I learned how to be more mature on the court and all that, more mature in the classrooms, doing my work, everything, and the transition on the court. So, like, when I'm on the court and you step between the lines, he taught me how to be serious, not to play none of that. So, like, and then I didn't have, like, when I was in Louisiana, I played defense, but not as good as I wanted to. But now, he be on me so much that, like, yeah, I play defense way better than what I used to. So, like, my energy will go up when I'm on the court now.
All right, so Shreveport, Monroe area. Talk to me a little bit about, growing up in that area. At what point did you know you wanted to be one of the best? When did you really fall in love with the game of basketball?
I think it was probably my sixth, I don't know, it was between 6th or 8th grade year. And I was like, my 8th grade year, that's when I was like going at everybody and I wasn't playing. So then I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take it serious. Cause then I was playing football, basketball. I was trying out everything like when I was young, just to be an athlete. But then after I started being better in basketball than what I was in everything, then I started going at dudes in 8th grade. So and I went to camps and all that and showed I could compete with everybody else. Then I started taking the game more serious.
Okay, so taking the game a little bit more serious, working on a lot of things that I heard you say about, the development of your game since you've been at Sunrise. I love to hear that. You talking about your ability to read on the court, your maturity on the court. When you came into this year, what were some of the things, some of the goals you set for yourself as far as personal development? What are some parts of your game that you just want to take to the next level?
Oh, coming out the screens and scoring and more stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, get into the basket. But I mean, I want to get my team involved and be the best player I can be.
Okay. All right. So
great teammates in my team.
Awesome. Yeah, I was just about to touch on that. So being a great teammate, and how do you feel playing with teammates of a little higher caliber? Has that forced your game to increase because now you want to, it brings you to a just different level on the floor?
Yeah, it forced my game to go up by a lot. Like Willie Lightfoot, Kennedy, Kendall, all of them, they pushing me to be better because they high ranked. So, I mean, if they tell me if this is what I want, then this is what I got to do. I got to compete against them. I got to be a dog, like, never back down from that. Like, Willie, he taught me how to be a dog. Like, like just go with everybody if that's what you really want.
So if there's a kid out there that was playing at their local high school and they're thinking about possibly transferring to Sunrise, what would you tell them, about that adjustment for you and what's made that, a positive move and something that you look at and you think, hey, man, this is great for me?
I would tell them make sure you got your work right. Make sure you do well in classroom. You get there first because the book's important. And then, like, on the court, you take it serious, like, no playing. And then if you continue to work and you continue to get better, you're going to see the change in your game. Like, because when you go back to, like, your hometown and you play against the people, you're going to be like, oh, man, it's not nothing, like, compared to what I'm playing against everybody else in my school and stuff, because I was playing, like, you'll be playing against elite players every day, like, nonstop. And practicing, running, more you'll be in shape. I mean, it's great. It's a great school.
So you were already ranked in Louisiana before you left, one of the top guards in the state in your class, if not the top guard in the state in your class. You were getting some recruitment. You had a couple offers prior to leaving. Talk to me about what's happened with your recruiting process. So who's offered you so far? Who are you hearing from? What's going on within your recruitment?
Like, before I was coming down here, I talked to Baylor, Ole Miss. I had got offer before I came down here from Houston. I got offer from my first offer was University of New Orleans. Then I had got Grambling. So I mean, and then like they say, like when like the break over, like coronavirus over, I'm gonna go on some little visits, like unofficial visits and stuff and all that.
What are you looking for in a school? When you're looking at colleges, when you're looking at playing at the next level, what are some of the things that stand out to you about a school? What are you looking for?
How is they gonna play me? I mean, how they play? Do they play my style of ball? And does the school do it like fit me? I mean, I play like fastball. Like I want to get up and down and score. Get up and down, get my team involved. I want to see if the school like best fit me. For sure.
And what are some of the things, some of the goals that you want to accomplish within the season? Obviously, you're playing at a higher level of competition. You're playing around, some higher level ball players. You came here obviously with a goal. You didn't just, say, hey, I'm going to go, halfway across the country just because I don't have nothing better to do today. You came with a mission. So talk to me a little bit about, what that's going to look like when you accomplish this mission.
Came here with the mindset of get better every day and try to, like, the people that's higher ranked than you, go everybody next, like Mikey and them. I want to be number one. Like, if I know they can't mess with me, then why back down? Because I came here knowing I'm going to play Mikey and them, knowing I'm going to play DJ Wade and them and all them people. I'm going to play in the Center Points next year and all that. So why not? I mean, I used to watch everything on YouTube and thinking, like, what if that was me? And take advantage of my opportunities when I came here. So, I mean, my goal is to really, like, get better every day, go at everybody, and never back down from there.
Hey man, I love that attitude, man. I love, a lot of times guys, they try to think of the politically correct answer and how can I say it, but I mean the attitude, the mindset that you have of going at whoever's ahead of you, whoever straps on their shoes and ties up their laces and steps in front of that 94 feet, they got to deal with you that day. They can't, rankings don't matter, what their name is don't matter. At that end of the day, they have to step on the court and play. So I love hearing that from you. Where'd that mindset come from? Is that a Louisiana thing? Is that from your family? Talk to me a little bit about the mentality and where that comes from.
Yeah, I was in Louisiana. I mean, 8th grade when I played Louisiana Elite, my first time when I got the exposure, that's when I started, like, I wanted everybody, like, every team that was ranked above us, every player that was ranked above me, I was dropping like 20, 30. I wanted to go everybody. Then when I got here, then I started playing with Willie, and he came like my brother close to me. He just put in my mindset to be a dog and go at everybody. Like when you get on the court, you strap your shoes up. It ain't about rankings. It's about what you show on the court. I mean, when you're in front of me, it ain't gonna be easy going at me.
I love it. How's the adjustment been You know, coming from Louisiana, you know, whether it be the food, whether it be the weather, you know, talk to me a little bit about the adjustment going up to Kansas.
It's really different, bro. Like, I'm used to coming from hot weather, wearing shorts to school and everything, to coming up here wearing bomber jackets to school and all that. I'm used to eating wrong. Now I gotta watch what I eat, all that, so my body can feel right. I ain't used to lift weights every day down there. Now I lift weights every day. Like, it's a class for me down here and adjusting and everything. But I'm adjusting fine though. And running and getting in shape, everything, conditioning, everything's going well. I'm really adjusting to it.
It sounds like Sunrise is bringing out the best version of you. And, you know, as we see you play, I mean, you know, I've seen film. I've seen film, you know, from your freshman year. I saw a little bit of film of you when you were in 8th grade, and I was just kind of tracking your progress and watching you a little bit. So I'm excited to see. I mean, hearing that you didn't lift every day before, you didn't, you know, train, you didn't have that same, you know, level of direction and guidance and coaching, and now you're getting all those different things that you're talking about. You know, I'm excited to see you kind of, you know, take that and all put it together and package it into your game. Who would you say you play like? When you look at, you know, when you think about, you know, NBA players or college players today, who would you say kind of represent or your game kind of resembles a little bit there?
Offensive game, I try to build it around James Harden. But like my defensive game, I probably look at somebody like Jimmy Butler or somebody like that. Like somebody that's gonna guard and be a dog. Like if I see a LeBron, like if I was in the league and I was Jimmy Butler, and you see how he guarding LeBron, and he's scared of him, like, and he's the only one on the floor that really, really want to guard him. That's what I see. Like if I see somebody higher than me, and anybody on my team want to guard him, I'm gonna say no, let me guard him, because I got him the whole game, 94 feet. I'm gonna guard him.
I love it. I love it. All right, well, I'm hearing some amazing things. Now I just want to see you play. I want to see you get on the court. I want to see you do what you do. Talk to me a little bit. Talk to me a little bit about COVID, right? Like, obviously, you know, it adjusted things. It changed some things. You know, it adjusted the summer season. You know, it's adjusted this season. We're already hearing of some events and things canceling. Talk to me about how you've been able to maintain kind of the focus to get better every day with all the uncertainty around you. How have you navigated through that? How have you adjusted?
I mean, I just because like we get gym up here to like 24-hour access, so like I be in the gym like all day, every day. You know what I mean? And then we have practice every day. I hear like we going to school now. I hear like we take COVID serious, but we still going to school. We practice every day. We grind. We running every day outside. It's a lot of things different. But like when I was at home, it adjusted just because if COVID never happened, I probably wouldn't even like be here right now. Like I probably wouldn't even thought of this because when COVID happened, like my school wasn't going to school. My school didn't know what was gonna happen. So I was like, I guess I'll just take my game to another level and wanted to play better competition. So like I came up here and yeah, COVID really ain't changed nothing up here. But down there in Louisiana, it changed everything. Like you couldn't go nowhere. It's certain places you gotta be and everything. It's a lot of stuff happening in Louisiana.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I'm not going to take too much of your time. I just wanted to chat with you a little bit. Like I said, I like what I've seen from your game. I'm excited to see how it transforms. Sunrise is, you know, a perennial powerhouse, man. Year after year, you can expect for Sunrise to be, if not the best, one of the best teams in the country every single year. So I'm excited to see, you know, what you're able to do in that setting. I'm excited to see how your game grows and evolves. And you definitely have a fan within me. All right. All right, man. Have a great rest of your day, man. We'll stay in touch.
Yeah, man. You too.
All right.